Hey, what's up? Let me hit you with the scenario quick. Right, so imagine you're fresh out of high school. You're going into the prime of your life. You just turned 18, but you get home and your parents tell you, "Hey, little buddy, I know you're so happy to have graduated high school, but we've dealt with you for the past 18 years, and now it's time for you to go free, go frolic, get out of our house." And they tell you got 1 day to get all your affairs in order, and then they're kicking you out. But you're a fresh out high school student. You got nothing to your name. You've never worked a day in your life. You never had a job. You don't have any experience. You don't have any friends to take you in. You got nothing. What you are armed with is knowledge. And what you have is the knowledge that a certain Mr. Ortiz from TssXD Inc. Yeah, he is giving $100,000 in scholarship money away, and you have exactly 1 minute to tell him the best elevator pitch of your life. I'm not gonna lie to you, I recorded it like 18 times, and because this one was kind of funny, I'm keeping it. If you don't see this, and this goes into the void, well, I don't know, man. Anyways, sup guys, TssXD here, and this is the scenario that one of my favorite substitute teachers gave me for high school about a good month and a half ago. He told me this, well, not me specifically, but he told my class, and he's like, if you guys had 1 minute to tell a CEO of a company that's giving away $100,000, what would you tell him? And now I'm gonna explain to you what me and my class did, because yeah. Anyways, I know I haven't been here in a while. I'll address that at the end of the video. And now I'm gonna get into the, $100,000 elevator pitch, because yeah. If you don't know what an elevator pitch is, it's essentially exactly what I've explained. The examples are, you're in an elevator, and you pretty much have to pitch something to somebody, so, they can give you things, or like, essentially think Shark Tank, right? You always go in with a product, you're like, here's my fancy schmancy eggplant, and it'll treat your life good, yeah, ladies. Anyways, that's essentially the premise of what's going on here. Now let me tell you what happened in my class. No, he came up to everyone and he's like, everyone today, he was Puerto Rican by the way, and I have a horrible accent despite the fact I am Puerto Rican. He's like, everyone today, we're going to do this elevator pitch. You have one minute to, what, Russian? You have 1 minute to address me and tell me why I should give you the money. And I'm not gonna lie to you, like every class ever, we don't want to do anything at all. So when he called, who wants to go first? I tell you, not a single person raised their hand. Like, there was probably 2 people in there that were, like, specifically outspoken and extroverted that might have done it, and there was this dude, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know his name, so I'm just gonna call him Bobino. Bobino, he was like, he'd probably do anything, so he's just like, if y'all don't say nothing, I'm going. And I'm just like, I guess I'll go, because, I'm cool and stuff. So, I stood up and I'm like, all right, Mr. Ortiz, I'll go. And he's like, all right, come here. All right, so he did this little fancy scenario. I'll even show you pretty much what he did. He would stand here, and then you'd have me, which if I'm good at editing, record myself coming in on that side, and it'd be like, all right, hello, Mr. Senor you, why should I give you the money? Well, sir, it's because, I just graduated high school, I'm fresh out, my parents are kind of kicking me out tomorrow, and, I'm just hoping that, you'll be able to help me out. I'm hoping that editing was decent. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, alright? Alright, the idea in practice was pretty good. It's just I didn't expect the sun to shift so dramatically in like a 30-second period. So that editing was, a little bit worse than it could have been, but like, still pretty good. Like, I could slap that into a Marvel post-credit scene. They'd be like, that looks pretty believable.
Man, you stupid
Let me tell you guys how it went down. I feel short. Let me tell you guys how it went down. Alright, so essentially, once again, I went up to him, and, as cringe as that interpretation was, what actually happened was, he came into, because we're in portables. Obviously, if you go to school with me, you'll be able to imagine this much better. But imagine, like, how can I say, imagine the size of your garage, but then the roof is ever so slightly taller. Now, that's a portable. Yeah, there's not much space. That's what happens when you run out of buildings in school. Yeah, but anyways, we're in a portable, right? He comes in the door, and he walks in, pretends he's in an elevator, he clicks the button, it's like, and I come in, I walk in, and I do what you should always do when you're trying to talk to somebody that has, like, what's the right term? When you're talking to somebody who is, like, not higher than you, but, like, somebody who is of a position, I guess you should say. Like, you want to be very respectful. The first thing you want to do is shake their hand, and that's what I did, which made me feel so good, because he pointed out, he was like, this guy, he knows what he's doing. I came in, I shook his hand, I went, hello, my name is Christopher, I've heard, you're giving out $100,000 in scholarship money. I'm just like, that's pretty cool. No, but no. Now I'll actually try to remember what I said. I came in, I shook his hand, I said, hello, Mr. Ortiz, my name is Christopher, I heard you giving out $1,000 in scholarships, and right, so I came and I shook his hand, I said, hello, Mr. Ortiz, my name is Christopher, all right, I heard you giving out $1,000.
Man, you stupid
All right, so I came in, I shook his hand, I said, hello, Mr. Ortiz. I heard you giving out $100,000. And, you know, my parents just kicked me out. They said I have one day to get all my affairs in order, and I'm hoping you could help me out here. Now, I noticed you're also Puerto Rican as well, so, you know, muy bien, señor. Your parents were good.
I had a classmate that actually legitimately expected Mario 65 to come out. He ate glue.
But essentially, I went along like that for a while and just, you know, saying blah, blah, blah this, blah, blah, blah that. It could really help me out with school, and what would I use it for? Now, me personally, as you guys know about my, you know, totally incredible professional movie grade YouTube videos that you're watching all the time, you know that I obviously want to be a golf player, obviously. No, but seriously, I want to be a videographer, cinematographer, maybe film production type person. So I told him, he told me, like, what would you use the money for? I said, number one, I'd use it to tuition to go to school, and then I'd use it to invest myself in my own company, which is going to be a film company. Because he himself, something I didn't mention, he had a bachelorette in film production. So I'm just like, not only are we super similar, but also it's another thing we can relate to. Because when you can relate to somebody, they're obviously going to pay, obviously they're more likely to pay more attention to you and like put more attention into the conversation and be like, oh really? So that's what you want to do. So, you know, it was very convenient. We both like, you know, film and stuff. So I'm like, blah, blah, blah. It would help me out. I'd like to, you know, start my company, invest, make it big, and maybe one day I'll have enough to pay you back, pay you forward. And by that time, it had already been like a minute and 20 seconds, but he saw that I was doing a pretty good job, so he let me have that. He's like, all right, sit down. He's like, this everybody. Why is he Mexican? Why is he Puss in Boots? He's like, this everyone. This is how you do it. I'm like, it sounds like I'm tooting my horn, but I did a pretty decent job. And he's like, first thing he did that was correct. He came in, he made eye contact, he shook hands, and he kept good space apart. Like, some people are either way too close or way too far. Just give him your elevator, all right? So you're obviously gonna be close in general, but you don't want to be like over here like, hello, how are you doing? You want to be like, at least, I'd say like, let's say this is face. You want to be like, a good here, right? All right, you want to be a good way you want to be, stay respectful and, you know, at a fair distance. So that's what I did. And he thought that was pretty good. He didn't give me a score, but I'd like to say, you know, I got 110 for effort. Anyways, next what came up was Bobino. He came in and to the elevator. He's like he has that like, I'm not gonna say ghetto walk because he had this ghetto walk. He walked in like, he came in like that, right? It sounds like I'm like joking or exaggerating. I swear to you, he came in walking like that. He's like, hey yo, Mr. Ortiz. He's like, my name is Bobino. My name is Bobino, and I heard you giving out $1,000. I don't know where he's from, but I'm just gonna give him like a bootleg New York accent. So I heard you giving out $1,000, and you know, I think that'd be pretty cool for my business, right? He's like, I'm in the drop shipping. If you watch my videos, you know who you are. He's like, I'm in the drop shipping. He's like, I heard you giving out $100,000, and I think it'd be really cool if you gave that to me so I can invest in my own company for drop shipping. Now, at the time, I didn't know what the hell drop shipping was. To be honest, I still don't know what drop shipping is. I just know that you like sell things. Google definition. Good job. Anyways, he wanted to do that. He went through the whole thing. And the one thing, I forgot what it was specifically, but he did one specific thing that by the end of it, I'm like, I should have done that because it would have made it so much better. I forgot what it was specifically, but to be honest, I honestly think it was shaking his hand. Like, I think I came in and I was at a broad distance and all that, but, you know, I think I didn't shake his hand. So, you know, when I talk about shaking his hand, forget I said that. Anyways, he came in, did all that, he sat down, and he's like, this guy's, because he's more charismatic than me, so he made it sound more professional, so to speak. So he's like, this guy, he also did pretty good. Not as good as Mr. Christopher over there, but you know, that's pretty good. But anyways, he said that, and nobody else wanted to go, so after that, he's like, the reason I tell you guys the story is because that's the story of my life. And it was really like an anime moment, and now everyone's like, really? He's like, yes, obviously the, you know, the CEO was called Mr. Ortiz, and obviously he inserted, I forgot what company it was, but it was a company for something, and he's like, I was poor growing up. Once again, it was like an anime. I don't mean to make fun anyway, like I'm trying to stay respectful, but he's like, I was poor growing up. I lived in a small house, and I didn't have any floors. I'm just like, like at the time, and even now I'm just like, no floors. What do you mean no floors? Like, are you sleeping on beams? Are you levitating? Like, okay, but he made a specific detail to point out that he had no floors. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that information. He's like, because I didn't grow up with anything, I made sure to do really good in school and get up. But when I graduated, my parents didn't have any money to support me. So I had to find a way to support myself. And he's like, every day when I would come back from school, I would go into this office building. He's like, I forgot what he would do specifically, but I think he would do like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm sorry, this is why I should have made the video earlier so it made more sense. But I'm just gonna say that he was doing like, he was like performing, so to speak, right? He would go into a place where he knew there was gonna be a lot of traffic and everyone was gonna see him, and he would perform. But for the sake of the story, let's say he did cool dance moves. He didn't, but let's say he did cool dance moves. Like,
Please, I'll dance for it, I'll dance for it.
Did some Max looking at me like, what the hell are you doing? And it was, let's say he did cool dance moves, right? And he went to that place where there was a lot of, you know, traffic, so everyone would come by, maybe toss him a couple dollars or two. But every day, a CEO walked through, and he went up to the elevator, and he went up to the 60th floor, and he knew it was the second per floor. So he, one day, decided to follow me to the elevator. And he's like, Mr. since I'm playing the part of Mr. Ortiz, I'll call his CEO Mr. Benedict. He's like, Mr. Benedict Cucumberback. My name is Mr. Ortiz. And essentially, you go blah, 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 and he got the scholarship. He put himself through college, and I'm not gonna lie, I forgot what he did after that, but he put himself through college, he got his bachelorette, and the rest is history. I say the rest is history because I don't know it. So, yeah, essentially, he told us this pitch to say, no matter how low you start, no matter how down bad, how down atrocious you are, right?
Down bad. Down horrendous. Down catastrophic.
He's like, if you try your hardest and try your best and actually like become a go-getter, you can do whatever you want. Which was like a really good lesson, especially at the time, because I'm about to graduate right now. Like, I'm not too far from turning 18 myself. So if this becomes a reality, like, I gotta get it going because I don't know what else I'm gonna do. So I really appreciated that lesson. It really made me think to myself, I'm like, damn, bro, life is hard. Because not only is inflation coming up, you got freaking houses are starting to cost like almost $500,000 per like a regular sized house, like maybe 2-bedroom if you're lucky. And, like, rent is stupid, it's like $2,500. Like, life is getting hard, man. Life is expensive. It's hard to live. So for those of you who are younger than me, which, you know, would be younger than 17, keep this in mind, all right? Prepare yourself now so you won't be unprepared later. That's something my dad always tells me. He says, enfuérzate ahora para que puedas descansar después. Essentially, if you don't know Spanish, it means work hard now so you can relax later. And that's a very good lesson that I appreciate that he taught me because it's true. No, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't worked hard at all, so I'm probably still gonna be like homeless for a day or two. But like, it really makes me appreciate life and like the adults, you know, the wisdom they give us, because you know, every now and then you're always gonna have, you know, like a piece of crap adult that's like, you're never gonna go nowhere in life, you know, the bastard. And it's cool to have adults that actually care about you and teach you like lessons and virtues that you can put into the rest of your life. And to be honest, that's why Mr. Ortiz is one of my favorite substitutes. Not because it was relaxed, not because it was chill, not because it was cool, but because he gave me some knowledge that I can put into the rest of my life to help me, you know, plan it out better and, you know, probably not be homeless. So that's good. Essentially, take this into consideration. Whatever you want to do, you can do it as long as you work hard and put your mind to it. I know that's cliche, but it's true, all right? Unless you live in like a fourth world country where there's literally no chance to get up in life, which is kind of sad. There actually are countries like that. Like if you start out poor at certain countries, you can't do anything to get higher. I'm lucky enough to live in America to where pretty much, yeah, if you really put your mind to it, you can do anything. So just keep that in consideration, little youngins. Papa TSS is here to come for you. Now, anyways, that's the end of the story time. If you appreciated it, leave a like and subscribe. And now I'm going to explain to my subscribers why I've been gone for a long time. As you guys know, I left like, well, as of recording this 8 days ago, but when I post this, probably like 2 months ago, because I'm procrastinating as hell. But anyways, I left a while back. I was basically streaming every single day for like 3 weeks. And I'm not gonna lie, as much as I enjoyed doing that, I'm not gonna say I got burnt out, but I wanted to take a little break, which was gonna be a week, and I was gonna record on Friday to post yesterday, which was Saturday, unless, you know, I post this later, and yesterday was Sunday, but I was aiming to post this on Saturday, but I couldn't because I had to braid my hair, which literally took, kid you not, like 13 hours, and you're like, why? Why? Because number one, I'm doing it myself, and number two, I literally made like 50 of these. 50! You know how hard that is, dude? Like, hell. Also, it tickles my neck, so I like that now. Anyways, this was all to say that I'm back, guys. I'm back, like the Pokemon Go kid. I'm back. Also, I'll always hate how my camera slants itself for no reason because I don't have a proper like tripod that's tall enough because, you know, I'm just so huge and tall. So I have to literally tape it to my window so the sunlight can hit me and it can be high enough to, you know, record my face. But essentially, all of this was to say that I'm back, all right? I don't think I'll be streaming every day anymore because not only is it getting close to, you know, the end of the school year and I have to, you know, buck up. So I'm gonna have ACTs to do, SATs maybe. I'm gonna have a lot of exams. That's what I'm getting at. I also have an EOC, and I'm gonna be trying to upload a video, a proper video, once a week again. I would like to do more often, but I kid you not, I don't have ideas. So if you have any, leave them in the comments below. And yeah, I'm looking forward to streaming either every other day or every day, and then uploading on probably every Saturday, because that's when the most people are on my channel. And that's my schedule for those of you who are here. This is my first video of the year, so Happy New Year. I know I've done streams, but this is my first official video, so Happy New Year on February 27th. Also, another main reason I didn't record any videos, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm only making like 20 cents per video anyway, but in January, that's like a negative 20 cents. Like, people make no money in January, so, you know, I'd like to get what I can. But anyways, without stretching this on too long, TssXD is back for now. Leave a like, subscribe if you like that. Any of my links are down in the description below. And once again, comment down video ideas. My next stream may be tomorrow, which for you guys is Monday, which if I also upload this on Monday, hello people from tomorrow, which is today for you. That's confusing. Yeah, I'll probably be streaming either Dying Light or Life is Strange because I pretty much did Fallout 4 specifically. So for those of you who enjoy the other games, which is like pretty much none of you, I'm not gonna lie, feel free to like and subscribe to those two. I'm bad at making videos. I'm just gonna leave before I take any more of your time. Peace out, guys.